This is the next major trade that I'm looking to take on Bitcoin. 2 days ago, Bitcoin got a pretty nice bounce right from the trade setup we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, and the bounce started off looking pretty strong, like this picture of me before I went to college. But that strong bounce quickly transitioned into looking like this picture of me after I graduated college with my degree in non-carbon binary emission studies. And now things are starting to look really weak, so today we're going to be talking about whether or not this is simply just an asymptomatic bounce, or is Bitcoin about to dump like crazy? So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell for notifications. Leave a comment down below because we are bringing you the most timely and the juiciest Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. Let's start with building some context on the daily time frame. Since we put in this high on July 13th, the short setup that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, still holding it by the way, we have been in bearish market structure. We made our high, our low, our lower high, our lower low, and then yesterday we actually made another lower high, continuing this downtrend. In addition, we can see that we have taken out now twice this higher low that we made on the way up. So we've officially switched into bearish market structure on the daily time frame. In addition to that, when we take a look at the volume that has traded in this entire little sideways range, we can see that we've rejected right from this value area low of the range. What does this mean? This means the market participants are reluctant to trade Bitcoin above $30,000. Now, this is kind of bearish on the chart, and when we take a look at the daily market Cipher B, we can see that we are printing another red dot below the zero line, which honestly is not necessarily the most bearish thing, but when we go to the 4-hour time frame, what are we seeing right now? When we made that high yesterday or last night, 2 nights ago, you can see that as the price got higher, the momentum waves and the money flow on market Cipher B got lower, giving us a bearish divergence. So given the context of the market and the bearish divergences that are forming on this chart, more downside, I would say, is actually quite probable. However, as you can see right here, I am still long from this low. I have not closed out the trade. Why is that? Well, right now we have very clear parameters that we can look at to determine how we are going to trade this price action moving forward. As we look at the 1 hourly time frame, we can see that the Bitcoin price is simply just trading in a sideways range, holding this clear support resistance flip around 29,700 as our current resistance, and holding this level around 28.8 as our current support. Also, we can see that locally, after coming down to stop out everybody who had been long from here when we put in the low on Monday, we've gotten a move to the upside, stopping out everybody who's been short from these highs. And we've also officially put in a local higher high. What does this mean, a local higher high? It means we have come up above the previous lower high in this downtrend, which is a local sign of a potential local reversal. And so what we can do is set some parameters. If we take our Fibonacci from the low to the high, we can see that as long as we don't lose this box between the 618 and the 786 Fibonacci, there's a potential that these bullish divergences and bullish trigger waves on market Cipher B could actually confirm here and give us another move to the upside where we actually hold this level as support as our first higher low in a local uptrend. So this is the parameter to the downside where if we lose that $28.8 thousand level, I will be looking for another big move to the downside. Now, to the upside, it also becomes very, very clear that if the Bitcoin price can now close the candle above this very key resistance around 29,700, we are now back inside this old value area. The market is now considering the fair price of Bitcoin to be above $30,000, and then it becomes more probable than not that we could look for a rise back to around the $31,000 area. So these are the two main parameters, 29.7 and 28.8. For me, if the price starts to close 4-hour candles below or above one of these levels, then I can officially say, yes, I'm expecting lower, or yes, I am expecting higher. And that is why I have not closed the long setup that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord on Monday when we were looking at market Cipher B printing these very bullish divergences as we came down to this key level. What are some of the potential trading ideas that I have here? Well, first of all, we have to acknowledge the fact that we are printing bullish divergences down at these lows, and it is a massive 3-year support level. This level that we're at right now goes all the way back to December 2020, which is why I've been getting kind of bullish down at these levels, even though the chart is looking so weak. We can also see that we have so much liquidity that could be taken from all these highs. We know people have their stop losses above here. We know they've got their stops above here, and above here. What does that mean? That means we could very easily short squeeze. And if we do, because we've officially changed into bearish market structure, making our high, our low, now we can look for a lower high, which potentially could allow us to get into a very nice short trade from the first lower high that we put in. So that would look like something like this from around the golden pocket, stopping out everybody who's been short. Honestly, for me, I would not put my stop loss above this high, but that doesn't matter. And I would actually look to take this down to a new low. So this could honestly be a potential to get into more of a swing-ish short trade if we get a rise to the upside. We have to remember that on the weekly time frame, we are in fact printing the dreaded bald-headed Gary Gensler market Cipher B pattern, where as the price is getting higher into key resistance, Gary Gensler looking pretty suspicious with that smile there, definitely not Photoshop. His bald head is getting lower, just like market Cipher B right over here. And this is on the weekly time frame. So I'm personally expecting a little bit of a bigger retracement here if we start to lose some of these key supports. Now, what about long trades? Well, we have to acknowledge the fact that we are still printing bullish divergences on the 4-hour time frame. And if we take a look a little bit lower than where we're at right now, right, let's say price drops again, we see that we have a very nice confluence right here, support resistance flip around 28K to around 28.3K. A very beautiful level of support, which means if we get another drop down into here and we're seeing continued bullish divergences, to me, that means we might actually see a bounce. This entire move to the downside is very similar to previous moves to the downside Bitcoin has gotten during this uptrend. Check out this. Very slow grind. We put in our high, our low, our lower high, our lower low, range grind, lower high, come down, range grind, boom, big capitulation, and then we get the big bounce to the upside, right? So we might see that pattern play out, and so we have to acknowledge that the next major zone of support that we have before, in my opinion, a big drop down is going to be around that $28,000 level. So if that happens and we see our bullish divergences, then we could be looking at something like this, where we could potentially now take this up to a lower high. Okay, so these would basically be my two major ideas for trading. And by the way, guys, if you want to trade these markets, longing and shorting Bitcoin and altcoins, I highly recommend you check out my favorite go-to exchange, MEXC, the best deal on fees in the world right now, up to a $9,000 deposit bonus if you use my link in the pinned comment and the description. Also, the Casper crew is currently participating in the World Series of Trading that begins next week. We're shooting to be somewhere in the top 20 like we were last year. Let's see if we can do better than we did last year. Right now, guys, you can sign up. There's discount on fees if you sign up with the link in the pinned comment or the description. It really is a lot of fun to trade in the competition to see how well you can do. If you're a bad trader, it will not hurt the competition. If you are a great trader, it will absolutely help the competition. So if you want to join the Casper crew, where every single day we are doing multiple live streams, giving our trade setups in advance, the levels that we are looking to trade, you can go to JaysonCasperTrading.com. Go ahead and click the link to join the VIP Discord, a great resource to grow as a trader. And if you want to learn how to trade this way, we are currently having a 25% special on all of our trading courses, JaysonCasperTrading.com. All right, y'all, that is it for today's video. Make sure to let me know what you think about my trading ideas. Let me know what you think about this video. Leave a comment down below. May God bless you all in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed, and I will see everybody in the next video. Peace!